Yo, what it is, everybody? Thanks for tuning back into another episode here on the Speedbug channel. Well, I want to talk to y'all a little bit about something, because y'all that follow me, y'all seen the garage, and no shame or anything like this. I have no shame in any of this. Everything's doing good. I'm doing cool. I'm in the best position I ever been in my whole life, making the best financial decisions and everything else. And this video is a little bit about talking about, I went from 10 crotch rockets or 10 sport bikes, 10 motorcycles, that I had. Now I'm down to three. And we got the Gromskis, we got the Gsxr 600, and we still have my Gsxr 1000R over here. And I went down from 10 all the way down, we can say, to 4, but these, two or three, the two that I mainly ride, and then 2 for the old lady, but went down from having all of those bikes, the R1M, the BMWs, the V4s, the XDiablos, the Hypermotards, everything else, the 959s, all that under the sun. And the Gsxr, I'm not gonna lie, you already know I released that video, the baddest bitch 100%, but going from 10 down to, let's just say, 1 that I primarily ride the most, which is my Gsxr 1000. And kind of, what's that like? And, well, first off, you only got one ass, and you can only ride one at a time. So was it awesome to come down here and look and see all these jokers sitting in the garage, like you had your own damn dealership, and, don't touch, but you could check it out and see it. Hell yeah, that shit was awesome. I ain't gonna lie. It's also nice having a lot of my garage space and stuff like that back. Now you can see I have both my cars in here. I have the Trans Am and, of course, the Corvette here. The Corvette's finally here out of the trailer. I was doing a little bit of maintenance on it. Nothing too crazy, nothing bad, nothing broken. And, of course, we still have the ZL1 if it comes back. And then we still have the yellow Corvette. But it's nice to actually have 2 cars in here. And you can have 2 cars in here and still walk around extremely comfortable. That is probably the best thing that I like about having, or excuse me, not having 10 bikes here within the garage, is that I can walk around and I'm not, tiptoeing to try and get around to do everything, and you don't want to move or knock anything over because everything was so tightly packed. Yes, I know I could have got a bigger garage or put some shit in storage and stuff like that, but I didn't necessarily really want to do that because I liked enjoying them. And a lot of some of the bikes, I would say about 5 of the 10 were pretty much all the same. The other 5 all served a different purpose and were very different. But each and every one with brands and moving, it was a big learning experience. And I researched the hell out of a lot of them. Some of them I worked out really well. Some of them didn't work out at all. But you really have to sit there and enjoy what you have. And if you have so much shit that you can just walk around and just, yeah, it's nice to have the options, but you can only enjoy one thing at a time. And if you're spread so thin, you really can't find the quirks, you really can't find the things that you really like about one as opposed to the other. So it was a beauty being able to come in here and say, well, today I'm going to ride the Hypermotard. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to ride the XDiablo. Every single day of the week, I could ride a different bike. From a talking standpoint, that sounds freaking awesome. Sure it was. But I would only ride maybe that bike once or twice a month because I was so busy riding everything else. And you didn't want to let anything sit because the worst thing you can do is just let your stuff sit. Now that I can ride this one a lot, now that I can ride that one a lot, now that I can ride that one a lot, and when I started to get rid of some of them and realize the ones that I didn't like to ride at all, like my V4, like I said, I never came downstairs and was like, you know what, it's going to be a Panigale V4 day today. No, it was a Panigale V4 day because I haven't ridden it in a month and a half, and I didn't want anything else to fall off of it, and I need to make sure that it still worked. But I never did like that, so I was some of them I was very easily able to remove from the equation. But the ones that I did ride a lot was like the Suzukis and the Groms and the BMWs and hell, even my R1M. It was nice because I was really able to see exactly what I liked and then really make my decision into the next bike and the bikes that I really did want to keep. So it was I still think it was the best decision for me to get rid of them. I do think eventually I will get another bike. I don't think I'm going to ever have 10 again. unless I just have a huge warehouse of garages and stuff like that, and then I start just collecting them. But it was something cool to experience it. I definitely wouldn't probably recommend it. Having one or two or three, absolutely, for sure, that's perfectly fine. But having 10, you'll never enjoy them. And that's kind of where I am even with the cars, because I have 3 cars that are mainly mine. The old lady drives the yellow Corvette, and then I also still have my truck. But even though the Trans Am still may be my favorite car, which is this one here under the cover, just the Corvette is my race car. It's a completely separate car that I very rarely ever drive on the street. And then, of course, I have the truck that's currently right now outside. The truck I drive daily. But again, if I get, another car, and, like I said, I get the Viper and a McLaren and this, that, now I'm doing the same thing that I was doing with the bikes, just with the cars. And then they sit. And then when they sit, then they actually cost you the same amount of money. It doesn't matter whether you have a payment on them or not. You still had to make the original payment. So you just don't have a chance to enjoy it. So the moral of this message really is enjoy what you have, use it for a little bit, and then when you're done with it, then trade up and do the next thing. You can't put a price on fun, but you can hopefully make the best investment for yourself at the time with your poor depreciating assets, because all of this stuff is depreciating assets. None of them are probably ever going to appreciate, maybe except this one here, but they're all depreciating assets. And then when you're done with it, you trade in and then you move on. So going from 10 bikes to 1, do I miss all of them? No more than I miss just seeing them looking at all in the garage, but coming down, this is way better, and we're going to make some better content and move forward. I was going to actually film a lot for you guys here today, but it's completely shitty outside today. It's been raining all day, and we just kind of move on with some other stuff. And like I said, we're going to start going to the racetrack more, start racing Snow White some more, and then probably start racing on the Gsxrs more, because we won't be doing any more PBIR drag racing stuff probably so much with the cars at that track, because that track really did piss me off. But that's another story. So, and it's not that they only piss me off, they piss a lot of people off. So we'll do some circuit track stuff. I'll probably get the old Gsxr out. Like I said, we maybe even build a drag bike, turbo bike or something like that. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. We're gonna wrap it up there. So that's it. Let's conclude it for this video. Facebook, Instagram, Speedbug, same name. Here's YouTube. Check there always for future updates. They'll always be there before they ever hit the YouTube channel. Again, Instagram @the Speedbug, same name. Here's YouTube. Peace. Almost forgot my name. Shit. Peace.